Hello, my name is Zombie878. Welcome back to another video on Rec Room, where I am making a new series where I go over a bunch of people's questions and answer them, maybe make some circuits, show them some building techniques and things like that. So anyway, let's get started. I'll meet you there. Hello to the Maker Room. This is where we built creations, built inventions, built a whole lot of stuff. So, as I said in the beginning, I am making a new series where I answer your questions and I will build circuits and maybe show people how to build. So let's get started. Oh yeah, before we get started, if you want to know how to leave a question, every once in a while on the Rec Room Reddit, you should definitely go to the Reddit. Anyway, every once in a while on Reddit, I will post something where I will ask people to give their questions about a bunch of circuits and building things in Rec Room. You can really leave any question if you want, any question, and I'll answer it about Rec Room. But this is mainly for the circuits and building part of Rec Room. And you can also leave some of the questions in my YouTube videos on this particular subject if you want. So, let's get started. So, the only person, and yes, only one person did answer this post. His name is my name, Reddit name. I already know this, but I think it would be really helpful if more people knew that you could save data with leaderboard chips. Great question, because when I search this up, there's not many results, and by many results I mean there's probably one video or maybe a few people that talk about it that don't really show. So in this video I will show you how to have persisting stats in your rooms in case you want to place something, get a little bit of money like $50. Then you're like, oh, I gotta get off and clean my room. Then you get back on, you're like, $50, I'm gonna buy myself a new car. Only if that wasn't Rec Room. Okay, so let's get started. Starting with a leaderboard. This is going to be a pretty small example, so don't expect much. I'm just going to show you how to have persisting stats. What you want to do with the persisting stats is up to you. You can also ask me those questions in future episodes, but for right now, I'm going to show you how to have the persisting stats in your room. So you want the get leaderboard chip, set leaderboard chip, and you want a combinator chip. Put that right there. And I like to have a second one. I'll tell you why in a second. Oh yeah, we can't forget our sign. Where's the signs in dynamic? Yep, can't forget the signs. So if you want to make like a cookie clicker kind of room or a money kind of room where you have persistent stats, here you go. I'm going to show you how to do that too. That's why I got the second combinator chip right there. So let's just go ahead and put the R value right there. Oh, I forgot the money sign. Can't forget the money sign. We're doing money. There we go. And now, what you want to do... Oh wait, I forgot the button. Need the button. Let's spread these out a little bit. I could use a trigger zone, but we'll go with a button. We'll go with a button. In this, I always have it on set always. I'm pretty sure you're going to most of the times keep it on set always, but if you want any of these, I tried set if greater, set if less, increment. You're going to have to do a few things different for each of these, but they're basically the same. And you want to go into your leaderboard projector. Let's have this as cash. And then we'll have the short name. The short name shows up right there. And we're going to have that as a money sign. We don't want the sort ascending stat right, well, unless you want. But it's probably best to keep that off for right now. Here's show stat 1, so that one shows. We don't want stat 2 and stat 3 show up, so we're going to have stat 2 and 3 off. And we're also going to have a integer on for stat 1 because we don't want the money to be in time because, yeah, that does not make sense. I have $156. That sounds weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and hook this up. You want to take the enter button and did I say enter button? You want whatever button, the push me button, the easy button. That was easy. So anyway, you want to take the red, which only activates when the button is pressed, and you want to put it on the player ID. This will make it to where if you press this, it shows you that this lights up and this gets a 1 value. And this will show my player ID, which is 1 for a second. Just so you know, if you try to have it constantly show your ID, it does not work. It only, it works here, but it's not going to work when you try to show it in the value form. I'll show you what I mean after. But what you want to do is you want to have the when the button is pressed to activate that. The stat value is going to be 1 because our stat 1 here is the money, as you can see. And after that, oh, I only got the leaderboard here to show you those. I would show you how it works and how it tracks money and everything, but the leaderboard doesn't really update that much when you save and leave, so you might want to leave it there for a while and it will update over time. So after you have your stat 1 and your player ID, so whenever I press that, it will give me the stat 1, which is this, of the player who has ID 1, which is me, the host. Now moving on over here, we want to take this side and put it on the set leaderboard player ID. Set leaderboard, yep. And then once you do that, you want to put the stat channel over here too. But you don't want to do that with the value. You don't want to do that with the value. Just the player ID and the stat, so it knows to get the stat 1 of player ID 1. Now, here's the tricky part. You want to take the value and you want to put it in here. And you want to put this down here. Now, that, forget what I was going to say. Okay, so now that we have that into the combinator chip, and this in the set leaderboard chip, this chip adds, so that's why we put the value in this chip, so it adds whatever is on these numbers to here. You could do this, but I'll show you why that's a little bit awkward and doesn't work as well. You want to have this as, actually before that, let me show you. So you would think that would go up, but it's not going up. And the reason the sign or the value is not going up, even though it obviously shows a 1. Don't know why it doesn't show the 1 anywhere else. But it doesn't go up 1 because you need this 1. And the problem with this is if you have this 1, the 1 shows up over here and it will show up on the sign. So whenever you do press this, yes, it adds 1, but it will go up 1 and show you for a second, then it will go back to that 1. You don't want that. So, oh, by the way, if you want to reset it, disconnect this and just press this a few times and it will reset back to 0. So you don't want that. What you want is to change this into a minus chip. This is only for specific situations if you're going to use a sign. If you're going to use the leaderboard, you do not need this. So if you're planning to use a sign, just stick around to see this part. What you want to do is feed the 1 down here. You want to subtract the 1. And you want to feed the 1 into the sign. Now it's a 0. But here's the thing. Even if you do add the numbers, it just shows you for a second, then it goes back to 0. I've been looking at ways to stop that, but I cannot find any ways to stop that. If this showed up as a 1, it would be easy. And you see, the reason I don't just add this is it keeps going up if I do that. And if I do have this, it just acts all weird, even though this is supposed to be showing a 1 value. So you want this 1. And then after you want this to be 1, it will add 1 over here. It will also subtract 1 from the value, which I don't know if you would want that. But it does work on the sign that way. It also works on the sign the other way too, but the thing is it will always show you a 1. So if you're okay with it just always showing you a 1 because it's not going to work any other way, then go ahead and do that. It works either way, It's just not going to show you that number fully all the time. Now, how... Oh yeah, before we get into the leaderboard, I should show you the magic of this, where this will... I'll show you the magic of this, how you can go into another room and it's going to stay that value. So keep looking. Well, actually the sign, I don't think the sign is going to stay the same. But before we go, I will have this on here and I will show you that it goes up to, what number should I have it stop at? Maybe I should have it stop at 30. Have it stop at 30. There we go. It's on 30. Now I will show you that I leave, because if I cut this out and I come back here, you're probably not going to believe I left. So let me go back to, actually first I'm going to save the game so none of this disappears. Oh yeah, it will also show you the dirty on the leaderboard. There you go. The leaderboard works fine. See? $30. It also shows the dirty in there. So now let's go to the dorm room, since we have no distractions now. What a nice loading screen. Really makes you contemplate life just staring at this smile on your screen. And now we will go back to that one room I made. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. This video might be a little bit rough since I'm not really used to making YouTube videos, but I'll try to get better over time. I'll try to get better over time. Now, you see, when we click it again, it's going to switch to 31 now. Okay, ready, set, click it. It's 31. Persisting stats. So, even if I don't save the room, let's get it to 50 real quick. Let's just press it a bunch. Okay, now it's at 50. Now I'm going to show you that you don't even need to save the room. And it will switch to 51 when we get back here. Now, I know this video is all over the place, but if you want me to make a better version of this, or just make a room, or, I mean, just say something. I love hearing people's feedback. I love hearing people's feedback. I know I'm not the best out here. I know that I keep on talking when I shouldn't talk, and maybe I make some weird random comments here and there, but anyway, just tell me what you think of the video. And now, whenever this loads, oh my gosh, the PlayStation. Diagnostics recalibrate. I love PlayStation. And now, you see how it hasn't went to 50 on the leaderboards too? That's why I don't really want to show you the leaderboards. It takes a while for it to update. But since we didn't save that time, look at this. 51. So, let's say you wanted someone to have $60 and something costs $60 when they come back in the room. Well, you know what? They can go get it now. And bam, I did the one question in the video. Let me explain. The reason this video is long in the first place, and I've been spending so much time on this one, is because I've only got one question. If I get more questions, I swear, I will not spend this long on everything. But let's go over a quick review before we leave. The button feeds in the player ID of whoever presses it. The stat channel is 1, or maybe you want it 2 or 3. You can change it to 2 or 3. Any number above that doesn't work. You can see, you can change it above 3, but it's not going to work above 3. Then you feed it into the set leaderboard chip, the player ID and the stat. You take a combinator. You feed the value into this and feed the value on the right side of this into this as a total. And if you're using a sign, you put it here. And to get it to actually count, you need to put it at 1 or whatever value you want to increment it at. So if you want it to go up 10, this will now go up 10. But it starts at 10. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe next time I'll get a few more questions because yeah, I kind of like doing this, I'm not gonna lie. And see you next time. Like, favorite, subscribe. Also, cheer, favorite, and subscribe to Zombie878YT on Rec Room. Bye.